Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Major League Soccer or the MLS, it's divided into two conferences. The eastern half of the United States is in the Eastern Conference, the western half in the Western Conference. Now, the reason for this is that Eastern Conference teams play more Eastern Conference opponents because the United States is so big. It makes traveling easier and it just helps a lot with specific scheduling just because America is so massive. So I wanted to put this to the test with the Premier League in England. Now, obviously, England is nowhere near the size of the United States, but what we're gonna do today is we're gonna move the Premier League teams into the MLS. We're gonna put the teams on the eastern side of England in the Eastern Conference and the teams on the western side of England in the Western Conference. And we're gonna find out what would happen if the Premier League had conferences or divisions or whatever you wanna call them. So yes, we're literally going to split the Premier League in two. And I'm gonna go organize those teams in a second. But before that, there's one thing I need to let you guys know. It's that you're gonna see here that there's 12 teams in the East and 12 teams in the West, and there's only 20 teams in the Premier League. So I'm gonna have to take some teams from the championship and put them in our version of the Premier League, and I'll tell you how we're gonna do that in a minute. So here is how I have gone on and divided the teams in the Premier League. You're gonna see this map right here, and I've pretty much just split it straight down the middle. This is a map of all of the Premier League teams. Now, it's not going to be perfect. Some teams like Sheffield, Leicester, Southampton, they're kind of right on the border. They could be West, they could be East, but I'm drawing a line and putting it straight through the middle. And the way I'm choosing the championship teams are going to be the four teams that are kind of at the top of the table as I'm recording this video. And those four teams are Fulham, Leeds, West Brom, and Preston. And it's going to be a bit difficult. So Fulham's obviously going to be in the Eastern Conference because they're from London. West Brom and Preston, obviously they are both going to be in the Western Conference. And I'm kind of stuck because Leeds is the one left. Obviously, if you look on the map, they're a little more towards the west, but just for the purpose of this video, so it evens out, Leeds is going to be in the East. So now that you guys have that all cleared up, what I'm going to do is go reorganize these leagues. And to do this, if you don't know how, I'm about to show you. Pretty much you just got to get into a brand new career mode right here. We're just going to advance through the manager customization. And let's just start with Arsenal, a team who's in the East. We're going to swap them with one of our MLS teams. Let's find a team in the East. Sure, Atlanta United is in the East. Boom, it's as easy as that. So now all the MLS teams are going to move to the Premier League, which is hilarious. Right, so this actually takes a good amount of time. So I'm going to do most of this off camera and we will be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that took a lot longer than expected. Having to replace all the correct teams with like all of the correct conferences that they're in was a lot more difficult than I thought. But here they are, boys. Here are all the teams. And I'm just going to scroll through and make sure I've removed all MLS teams, which I think we have. So here is how we are going to go about this. The rules are simple. You can see we've added all the teams to the conferences. And what I'm going to get to do is randomly select a team from our choices right here. And depending on how many stars they have, I'm going to get to add that many amount of players I want to the team to help me win. So let me show you how that's going to work. So let's say I land on Man City. Since they have 5 stars, I'm not going to be able to add any players to the team. But let's scroll over and look at a team like United. If I get United, they have 4.5 stars. So for every half star that they don't have, I get to add 1 player. If we get United, I can add any 1 player I want to that team. Say we get a team like Newcastle, they are only 4 stars, which means we get to select 2 players because they're missing 2 half stars, and so on and so forth. So Norwich, we'd get to add 3 players, and Preston, we'd get to add 4 because they're already all the way down at a 3-star rating. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like it's kind of difficult me explaining it, but you'll see how it's going to work. So it's time to choose our team by random. I'm going to scroll through just like this. We're going to get to choose our team at random. My eyes are closed, and let's go. 3, 2, 1. Leicester City. I'll actually take that, man. So we get to add 2 players of our choice. They're a 4-star team, and they're in, which conference are they in? Well, we're about to find out. We're going to get into the career mode with Leicester City. We're just going to use dollars since that's what they use in the United States. Actually, you know what? No, we'll use sterling. Turn that off. Transfer window is going to be disabled. We're just going to add them via PC mods. So yeah, Let's go, boys, into the career mode. Right, so here we are into it. Let's check out our conferences and make sure they are aligned correctly. So here, oh no, are they not aligned correctly? Oh my God, they've actually done it randomly. You're absolutely joking me. I made sure that they were all correct when I added them, and they've done it via alphabetical order. Oh my God. I don't even think it's alphabetical order. They've taken the best teams from the Eastern Conference and put them in one division, and then they've taken the worst teams and put them in the Western Conference. I think they've just done it based off of skill. Well, EA have just royally messed this episode up, so we're just gonna have to go with it as is. I guess when you put different teams into the MLS, it literally organizes the teams. It puts the best teams in the Eastern Conference and the worst teams in the Western Conference, because that's just the only conclusion I can come to. Because you look at the East and like all these teams are incredible. Besides, I mean, you get down low, yes, like maybe Watford, Wolves, but they're good enough to be in the bottom half of the best teams in the Premier League. And then you get to the West and it's the Brightons, the Burnley, and it's all of our championship teams as well. So yeah, well, we're just gonna have to go with this. The Eastern Conference is stacked and the Western Conference is just terrible. Well, it's going to be a lot more difficult now to take this Leicester team to glory, but we're going to try to do it. So what? This was a 4-star team, so we get to add 2 players to the team because they're missing those 2 half stars. So what do we do here? I think what we're going to have to do is add a center back. I mean, their defense is just absolutely dreadful. And then I'm tempted to add a world-class goalkeeper to this team because you guys all know how big of a role goalkeepers play in career mode simulations. So I think the 2 players I want to add are Van Dijk and Oblak. The best center back in the game and the best goalkeeper in the game. Can they help lead Leicester to win this Eastern Conference that is just stacked with teams? All right, so that kind of just ruined, like, I'm so upset now, because I thought I'd organize them perfectly, and yeah, we're not going to be able to. But I've gone on and I've transferred our 2 players to Leicester. So will this be possible? Will Van Dijk and Jan Oblak be able to take this team to glory? I'm still confident with Vardy at striker. I'm not too confident about these players out on the wing. Midfield's okay. I mean, Van Dijk and Oblak is definitely going to help. So I'm definitely confident that this team, what do they need to finish to make it to the playoffs here? Of course, that's how it's going to work. It's going to be playoffs. They need to be top 7 to make it to the playoffs. I think they're top 7. 100% think they're top 7. If they're not, we're still going to see who wins this league. And it's going to be interesting to see who makes it from the Western Conference, because it's all of the worst teams. So what we're going to do, we're going to sim the season. We're going to be back when the playoffs are around, and we'll see which teams have made it through. So it's as easy as that, and we are here. And it's a good sign that this was the last game of the season against Arsenal, which we actually won. And we're up against Chelsea next. So that means I think we finished in the bottom. I think we either finished 7, 6, 4, or 5, because the top like 3 teams, I think, or the top 2 teams get a bye. I don't know how it's, honestly, man, I'm an MLS fan and I still don't really know how the playoffs work. Let's just see where we finished. We're facing Chelsea in round 1, but where did we finish in the league? Oh my God. 4th place is not bad at all. City 1, Liverpool 2, Spurs 3, and then we came in 4th with Leicester City. That is actually insane. Chelsea 5, Man United 7. Oh my God. Arsenal finished 9th. Everton, Palace, and Watford. Let's see how the Western Conference looks. Oh my God. Norwich won the Western Conference with 51 points and 13 losses. That is insane. Newcastle, Brighton, Bournemouth, Burnley, Southampton, and Aston Villa. We've made it to round 1. And here are going to be the matchups in round 1. Leicester, Chelsea, Bournemouth, Burnley, Liverpool, and Man United. Oh my God. Wait, hold up. Liverpool and Man United. That is hilarious. What a first round matchup that is going to be. Spurs, Wolves, Brighton, Southampton, and Newcastle, Aston Villa. So Chelsea is going to be tough, but it's definitely winnable, and it's only 1 leg. So 1 leg, that's it. We're going to watch this one play out, boys. Oh God, let's just hope we can get this done. Before we can get into this game, here's how the team's doing. I mean, Vardy decreasing in rating, but Van Dijk going up to a 91, Oblak up to a 92. Oblak has to be one of the main reasons why we're doing so well. The team as a whole is okay. It's still going to be tough though, boys, for this one. Chelsea's up next. So let's get into this, boys. Into the first game. Just to point out, here is what the team's looking like now that everyone's fit. We're just going to have to simulate it. From here on out, it's Chelsea. It's Leicester. Please give me a dub. Oh my God, let's go. Through on pens. Oh my God. I think signing Oblak has come in clutch, man. We're on to the next round. We beat Chelsea in a penalty shootout. Who in the hell scored for us? Barnes in the 89th minute, and then Chilwell, our freaking fullback, getting a goal. What the hell? For Chelsea, it's Kovacic with 2 goals. Pulisic can't do anything. It's funny, the American now playing in the MLS. But Leicester is through. Let's see who we're playing next. The moment of truth, boys. Let's see which teams are moving on. So we beat Leicester. Burnley won. Man United beat Liverpool. Oh my God, Liverpool, second in the table. They're out. They're done. Man United shocks the world as the 7th team in the Eastern Conference. They're moving on. Spurs beating Wolves, Southampton beating Brighton, and Newcastle beating Aston Villa. And here are the matchups for the conference semifinals. Please give us someone. Actually, I don't even know how it works. Do we? Oh my God. With where we're at in the table, we might have to play Man City. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, no draw was going to be good at this stage. I would so much have rather played Spurs or United. City has lost 1 game all year. The other games, Norwich, Burnley, Southampton, and Newcastle. Boys, this could be the end of the road for Leicester. So it's the same lineup. We're literally not changing anything. Let's go into it. I have a feeling this is going to be the end of the road. City, Leicester, how have we done? Oh my God. You're kidding me, right? What in the hell? Another win on penalties. We just beaten the top team in the league. Is this actually real, boys? Are Van Dijk and Oblak, were they that good of signings? The Vardy party gets a goal. Aguero scored in the first minute. I want to show you that right there. And then Vardy gets one. We go to pens and we win again. This is absurd. This is actually absurd. How has Leicester done this well in the MLS? We are literally 2 games away, 1 game away from the final. I'm actually still in shock that we have just beat Manchester City. It is looking like we're playing Spurs in the conference final. They beat United. Norwich beats Burnley. Newcastle beats Southampton. The way it looks now, because the Western Conference is just so bad. I mean, the 2 teams that are going to be in the final, either Newcastle or Norwich, we just beat Spurs here, and we've somehow won this with Leicester City. Yes, I know. I feel like I'm underestimating Leicester City. In FIFA, they're not the best team. In real life, they're insane, man. They're absolutely killing it. They're second in the league. They're insane as I'm recording this video. But it's time to get into it. Yep, it's Spurs right here. Oh my God. If we win this, we're through and we've won it all. Well, this is not going to help us out, is it, man? We have our central midfielder out with an injury. Literally, besides the 2 players we just signed, he is one of the highest rated players on our team. 82 rated. Who do we even replace him with? Oh, that's a massive loss. Like, that hurts us big time, man. I guess we go right here and we'll bring in Mendy on the bench. That hurts us badly, man. Well, regardless, let's finish it out, man. This is the conference final. Winner goes to the MLS final, or I guess just like our Premier League conference champion. I don't know, man. It's supposed to be the Premier League, but of course, to do the conferences, we had to put them in MLS. Let's just get into it, man. Leicester against Spurs. We're the home team. I think we're the home team. Yeah. Let's do it, man. Sim in the game. And all good things have to come to an end. I had a feeling that would happen. I had a feeling, man. We took them to the semifinals. Unfortunately, we could not win it. Oh my God. If conferences were actually lined up the way they should be, I felt like we might have fared better. Let's just sim to the end and see who's going to be our winner. But like, I'd say out of all we did in that episode, beating City, beating Chelsea, we made it that far. The winner of the MLS is going to be, it is Tottenham. I mean, like I said, if we had to beat Tottenham right there, we would have won. They take down Newcastle in the final. Here are your top goal scorers. You got Aguero, you got Eriksen, you got Mane, you got Jimenez, Batshuayi, Haller, Sigurdsson, Salah, Perez, and Son. interesting that Perez was our top goal scorer. I mean, 21 goals. That's absolutely phenomenal. Let's check out how the rest of the team did. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, let me know down below in the comment section. Once again, I apologize that we couldn't actually align these correctly. It's just the way they set things up. It's just the way EA does this. It's literally impossible to choose which teams go in which conferences. Perez 21 goals, Vardy 20, Van Dijk even scored 5. Look at that, man, at center back. Not too shabby right there. And then clean sheets, Oblak, 18 clean sheets for him. That's not too shabby. Boys, that is gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you guys for another episode later on. See you guys then. Peace.